Looks like we got them all.
No, I saw some of them legging it that way right after the fight started.
Well, if they're laying for us in the village, how are we going to set up an OP?
Depends on how many there are. Hey, Sarge.
Hey, hold it, it's me!
It's Kirby.
I thought he was still in the hospital.
I don't just stand there. Come on, let's get on with the war. Kirby's back and you got him.
Hey, I thought you had $1 million one there, Kirby.
Well, I did too, but they told me down Battalion 8 I'm a victim of inflation. Hey, Sarge, got a replacement here for you. His name's Cal.
Hi. We can use you. This is Doc, Sawyer, Gage, Little John, and Fleming.
Well. What do you know?
Fleming. You two know each other?
Yeah.
We started the war together in the same company, Omaha Beach.
Cal brought a way to set up an observation post at Belledoux. It's about a mile from Hannah Village. The Krauts could be there. Okay? Let's go.
Kirby? Where'd you pick him up?
Platoon headquarters. He just got back from a couple of weeks rest and rehab. He said it was with the C Company up north of here, and they had it pretty rough. Got clobbered 3 days straight in a row.
But Cal was lucky, huh?
You better believe it. He was the only guy left in this squad.
Well, that's twice.
What do you mean, twice?
First time was Omaha Beach. He was the only one left alive out of his squad there, too.
Move up.
Combat. Starring Vic Morrow. And Rick Jason. Guest star John Cassavetes.
Cal, how many Purple Hearts you got? I mean, you've been pretty lucky to get through all this without having to...
Why don't you take a walk off a high cliff?
Oh, I didn't mean to ruffle you. I just wanted to know.
Fleming, you looking for trouble?
No trouble, Sarge. This guy Cal's he's a cop-out. He spent more time on rest and rehabilitation than he has on the line. Ran out on his squad at Omaha. Hid behind some rocks and the whole bunch were as good as wiped out.
You see him run out of the squad?
Well, not personally, but I...
You know anybody who did? Anybody you can believe? Now, you give it to me straight.
Well, look, Sarge, everybody was saying it.
Everybody's saying what? Scuttlebutt?
Yeah, but look...
Now, look, Fleming, you get this straight. I don't care about scuttlebutt. I don't like anyone trying to lasso my squad just because he doesn't like someone. From now on, you see anything with your own eyes, you got the facts. You come to see me, or else you shut up. You understand? I said you understand.
Yeah.
Kirby! Helm! Sawyer! Get to the riverbank, keep him busy. Cage, Little John, Fleming. You're on me, we'll take the cave. Let's go.
Now, where the devil were you?
Couldn't move.
Well, look, I moved, didn't I? I made it here.
What happened?
He just stayed there. Sawyer's catching everything, and he just stayed over there.
You let him die. I didn't let anybody die. I was pinned down. And I don't know what you're getting at. What gives here anyway? What's he accusing me of? I was pinned down. Kirby, you tell me exactly what happened.
I don't know, Sarge. Look, everything was so messed up and everything was flying. If I'd been over there where he was, I don't know. I might not have been able to do any more.
All right, someone get one of his tags. Come on. I'll do it. Moving out to the village. Let's go. Use that church as an OP. Stay spread out. There might be some trouble here. Calm. said spread out. Take cover, head for the church! Get out, move! Cody! Little John, chase those crowds out of the village! Gage, give him a hand.
Right.
Check out this church.
Hey, Sarge, where's Calb?
We'll look for him later. We get the second floor. Hey! Hey! Hey!
Hey, Sarge.
Second floor is clean.
Calb's outside his wound.
What do you get a duck?
In the leg.
Let's get him in the church. You can fix him up in there. Fleming, give him a hand. I said give him a hand. How you doing?
Sure, my day for being a big help.
He'll be all right. Doc, give him a shot, then we'll get him back to the aid station. How's that second floor for an OP?
Yeah, it's open on 3 sides.
I better call in. Jackmate, King 2, this is Wyrook, over.
King 2, over.
Objective taken. Since last report, engaged 2 enemy squads, killed 6, the others headed for the east. Our own casualties, 1 killed in action, 1 wounded in action. We'll evacuate wounded to your position, over.
Establish OP and stand by. Over.
Roger, out.
No more crowds, Sergeant.
What happened?
Yeah, the vehicle took off going east.
We're on standby. Little John, you take the second floor, keep a close watch. Gage, outside. All right. Kirby, let's man these windows just in case you take that one. Fleming, take this window.
You'll feel better when it starts to take hold.
What's wrong? It's a bad wound, huh?
No, it's just a flesh wound.
Fleming, take this window, huh? Sergeant. What's the matter?
Look, I don't want to start anything, but he's got powder burns on his pant leg where that bullet went through.
You mean he could have hurt himself?
Well, I don't know.
Doc, was it much of a wound? Did it hit any bone?
No bone, no muscle. It's just a flesh wound.
Typical SIW.
Yeah. Well, it bled quite a bit, but there's no permanent damage.
Sarge. Want me to roll up my pants leg?
No, that's okay.
I don't get it. What are you looking at?
How'd you get these powder burns?
Powder burns.
Yeah.
You think I shot myself? You think I pulled the trigger on myself? That's what you're saying. Shot myself just to get out of here?
You wait a minute, I didn't say that. Just asking how you got the powder burns on your pants, that's all.
I had a fight with this Kraut. was a big guy. Had one of those, pair of those steel-rimmed glasses, you know. Crowd glasses. It was hand to hand. Yeah. I couldn't even shove him far enough away to shoot. I tried to raise my weapon, but I don't remember what happened exactly. Anyway, it went off.
Well, where did this happen?
In front of the church. Yeah.
There is a dead crowd out there.
Yeah, but he ain't got no specs on.
Well, you couldn't see him from here anyway. He's facing the other way.
Hey, Fleming, forget it.
Look, Sarge, I was only gonna
You
see
look. When you're on MP duty, you let me know about it.
Hey, look, these scratches. Look at that, huh? That's how close we were fighting. Lousy Kraut. Darn it, dug my face off with his fingernails.
Sarge, I've been scratched like that in hand-to-hand. You know that.
Tell me something, Calb. How'd you shoot that German if you couldn't raise your rifle? That's what you said, wasn't it?
I used my bayonet.
Your bayonet was in your scabbard. Or wasn't it?
Sure it was, but I managed to get one arm free, and I reached back and I pulled it out like that.
And that German, he just stood there facing you and let you do it.
I don't know.
He had to see you pull that bayonet.
All right, Fleming, lay off. Anything could happen in a hand-to-hand fight, we all know that.
You can, Sarge. You've been in enough of them.
What are you trying to do, Fleming? What goes here, Sarge? What's he trying to do to me?
Just forget about it.
Sarge, what are you going to do? Help cover up for this coward?
I'm not trying to cover up for anybody. Now, you look, Fleming, I told you before, and I told you again, unless you see it with your own eyes, unless you got the facts, you keep your mouth shut. All right, Doc, let's fix up the scratches. Let's get him back to the aid station, huh?
Look at that. It's clean, isn't it? Clean! Just as clean as the day it was issued. Where's the blood, Calb? How didn't that German bleed? Or did you just stop and take time to clean it nice and neat? And maybe even oil it? After you killed the German.
No. I remember now. Listen, Sarge, it wasn't my bayonet. It was his. The Kraut's. Yeah. I remember now. You see, we were struggling. And I reached behind him to his scabbard. And I pulled out his bayonet and I stuck him with it. So help me. You gotta believe me. You know, I got mixed up before. I'm telling you the truth now.
Yeah, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. You're a lousy, rotten liar, Cobb. And everybody here knows it. You killed 3 of my buddies at Omaha Beach. And today you killed Sawyer, one of the nicest guys that ever lived. You are a rotten, lousy coward. Trying to sit it out back of the lines with a self-inflicted wound.
Fleming, you get back to your window. I say get back to your window! Doc, let's get him out of here. I'll get you packed. Hey, Doc. You stay close to the buildings. You ought to be clear all the way to the platoon.
Hey, Fleming went out.
Take it easy. What's he doing now?
He's bringing in that crop, the one you said you killed.
Fleming! Leave him there! What? I said leave him there. Get in here. I told you not to go out there, Fleming. You're on report.
All right, so I'm on report. But at least now we know the truth about the make-believe German with the make-believe steel-rimmed glasses on, who was killed with his make-believe bayonet. Now you get this, Carl. That German wasn't stabbed, he was shot. He hasn't got any steel-rimmed glasses on. And he hasn't got a fight scratch on his face. You don't believe me? You just take a look out that window. He's right there in front. This time I got the facts.
I didn't say it was that particular crowd.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said the crowd in front of the church. Well, there ain't no other crowd in front of the church.
Well, I don't care if you believe me or not, because I'm telling the truth.
Doc. His leg's bleeding again.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Carl, we believe you. We believe you're telling the truth. Just like the court marshal's gonna believe you. Sarge, I think I made my point.
Fix him up and get him out of here.
Crowd I killed must have crawled away or something. Maybe it wasn't in front of the church. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but with everything going on, I could have been mixed up. I mean, someplace else.
How's it going, Doc?
Pretty soon.
You gonna do what Fleming wants? You gonna make out that report about me?
What Fleming says or anybody else says doesn't matter. Making that report is my job. And I'll make that decision.
Sarge, I know I don't seem to have things down right. where I was, the wrong crowd. I was just telling Doc here that. But I didn't do anything wrong. I fought right. You know what a court-martial will do to me? I can see it on these guys' faces. They think I'm guilty. What do you think a court-martial's gonna do?
You get a fair trial.
You know what a court-martial means? You know what it really means?
I know what it means.
Look, I don't make friends easy, you know. A lot of guys don't like me. And I'll tell you the truth, I don't care about a lot of them either. But I got a wife. I got a couple of kids, and I care about them. And all that they need for their old man to come home with some lousy, dishonorable discharge, and everybody be pointing to him on the street every place they go. All because of some lies. It's crazy, you know? It's stupid. You gotta believe me.
Calum, I'll make you this promise. I'm gonna give this town a good going over. And I'll try to find that Kraut you said you killed.
I said I killed. I killed him!
I'm gonna try to find that Kraut.
What if you don't? What if he managed to crawl away before he actually died? What if he got back to his own lines? I don't see how he possibly could, but what if he did?
You get ready to move out. Kirby and Cage will take you as far as the river. From there, you can make it on your own.
Want to know what you can do?
I'll tell you. You can drop dead. All of you. Come on, Scoop.
White Rook, this is Checkmate King 2, over. White Rook, this is King 2, over. White Rook, this is King 2, over.
This is White Rook, over.
This is King 2, change in orders. Battalion will execute Plan Zebulon. Your OP not required. Withdraw to my position immediately, over.
Wait, one. This is White Rook. Request permission to delay return for 1 hour. Over.
For what purpose, White Rook? Over.
Perform special recon patrol. Over.
Read granted. Out.
Battalion doesn't need the OP here. Doc, you take him right back. We're gonna look for that Kraut. Cage. You and Kirby take him as far as the river. Right. Get the windows, quick!
I don't know. That OP has a blind spot.
There doesn't seem to be any of them down this way.
There doesn't seem to be anybody. Maybe we could make it. It's no good. Direct line of fire from the snipers up there. The snipers out there, and Tushmeiser behind the rubble around the corner.
Yeah, they're tugging pretty close.
You know, here we go. Checkmate. King 2, this is White Rook, over. King 2, this is White Rook, over. King 2, this is White Rook, over.
Or maybe you got busted when they hit the ground out there.
Hey, Sarge! What about this alley here?
How good is he dead end? The only way out is down on Main Street and we're sitting ducks full of schmeisers.
We could get up on the roof, we'd be off and running before they knew what was happening.
Plumman, keep looking out that window. Kirby, keep your eye on that alley. We may have to hold up here till dark.
But, Sarge, we better get out of here while we can. If they call for reinforcements, we won't have a chance.
Don't you get it, Little John? We got a wounded man here. He couldn't make it over the rooftops. So we just gotta sit here, like sitting ducks. All because of a coward who tried to get himself a free pass out of the fighting. You still hold our fire, Sarge?
Yeah, just fire to keep him pinned down. Around will has to last till it gets dark. We'll try to pull out of here.
Hey, Sarge. Still no crowds on this way.
Those lousy schmeisers, they really got us pinned down.
Hey, Sarge. Maybe I can whip myself across the street with a couple of grenades while you guys give me cover.
Forget it, suicide.
Well, suicide if we stay here also.
What do you get for a self-inflicted wound charge?
I don't know.
I mean, they send you to prison, you get a dishonorable discharge, what?
I don't know.
What difference does it make? Since they don't give you any medals. But if I got a not guilty, I'd have a black eye that'll last me the rest of my life, right?
Look, you want some advice? Just don't talk about it. Sarge.
Give him cover.
Who's that? What? Trying to crawl out again! Don't give him cover!
to get out the back. Go on. Come on, check him out.
Sorry, Doc.
Shut up. Sergeant Pratt, you could have killed yourself.
I try to crawl to the corner and get the guy with the schmizer.
Who do you think's going to believe that? You're pulling another cop out and you know it.
Just take it easy, Fleming.
Then tell him to shut up and save it for the chaplain. We could have all been killed trying to save your stinking hide. When I get through testifying at your court-martial, brother, you're going to wish you...
Hey, Fleming. Take a look over there.
Killed with his own bayonet.
Like Caleb said. Crawled away to die.
Yeah, we got him, Sarge. It's all clear.
Blocks down the street. I figured we won it. It runs!
Hey, little John. Give Doc a hand. Get him in the truck, huh?
Like you said, believe only what you see with your own eyes, huh?
That's right. And even then, you have to look twice.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Combat. A Selmer production. Combat. Starring Vic Morrow. And Rick Jason.
King 6, this is King 2. I can give you a lieutenant now. Lieutenant, Captain Powers. He's been trying to get you all morning, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, right away.
What's up, Lieutenant?
Battalion's pulling back to Avranches.
That's a shame.
It is for us. We stay.
We stay?
We're the rear guard. They need eyes to cover the withdrawal.
Well, have they checked lately? We're just about blind.
We get a replacement today.
Replacement, huh? One?
One.
Don't they know that we're under strength in this company, Lieutenant?
Take your ticket to the chaplain, Sergeant. He'll punch it for you. By the way, the replacement, he's a BAR man. Your squad gets him. He'll take Grady Long's place.
You will?
Delaney,
Yes, sir.
end of the line.
Yes, sir.
You'll find 2nd Platoon K Company right over there.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Yes, sir. You too, sir.
Let's go.
Start to withdraw just before dark. Move back along the main road as far as Avranches. Regroup there and wait.
Why before dark? They won't get 100 yards before they're spotted.
That's the whole idea. According to intelligence, there's a concentration of enemy armor here in the area of Lale. They haven't committed themselves as yet. Until they do, a regiment doesn't dare move forward one more mile.
What good is pulling out gonna do?
3rd Battalion is right here in the center of the line. They fall back. The Germans are more than likely to throw tanks in to fill the gap. Tanks from here at Lale.
What does that leave us?
In a position to judge the strength of the armor we're up against and direct artillery fire.
And get our heads blown off.
There's always that. You move your squad to the north end of town in the clock tower. I want 2 men on watch at all times, day and night. After the battalion moves out, you keep off the streets and be careful to stay away from windows. This town has to play dead. That's the only way we can draw them out. I'll join you before morning. Any questions?
No, no questions.
Good luck, Sergeant.
Who are you?
Private Delaney, sir.
Delaney?
Yes, sir. Replacement from Avranches. This is the 2nd Platoon K Company, isn't it?
What's left of it?
Nice to have you with us, Delaney.
Thank you, sir.
Can't say too much for your timing, though.
What the lieutenant means is they're about to put us between a rock and a hard place.
Why don't you write your congressman, Sergeant?
We drafted him.
Saunders, you might as well go with him, Delaney. He'll be assigned to a squad.
Yes, sir.
Lieutenant, under the circumstances...
You'll need every man you can get.
Yes, sir. What'd you say your name was again?
Delaney.
I understand you're a BAR man, is that right?
That was my primary weapon in basic training. But being a cook's helper, I never did.
You were a cook's helper?
Up until now.
Follow me, Delaney.
Hey, watch what you're doing with that thing, Kirby.
You want to kill somebody, Kirby? Crowds, just crowds, old buddy, that's all. That's what I call a gun.
That's what you're supposed to call a rifle. Don't you remember anything they taught you in basic training, Kirby?
Look, I'm alive, ain't I? I must have picked up 1 or 2 things along the way, right?
Yeah, like digging your hole deeper than anyone else, always volunteering to be the getaway man.
You kill me, Little John.
It's crossed my mind.
Well, I never saw anything so pretty. Man could really chop something up with this baby. Just think how long I've been trying to get my hands on it.
You figure the sergeant is going to give it to you?
He hasn't said one way or the other. Matter of fact, he hasn't said much of anything ever since Grady got it.
They were close.
Yeah. Well, if Grady was alive and you was to ask him, he'd tell you.
Tell us what?
But I'm the one that ought to take over his gun. You know how many times I cleaned it for him. I can field strip this thing with my eyes closed. That's a fact. The man gets the feeling for a weapon, you know? He gets to know it. He knows the balance, the trigger pull. You know exactly what you can expect from it in a bind.
Kirby.
Huh?
Don't you ever think of anything else but shooting and killing?
That's what we're here for, ain't it? Well, ain't it?
Yeah. But we don't have to be all the time saying it out in words.
Little John! Hey, Little John.
Yeah?
You seen my helmet? I can't find it anywhere.
Was it all beat up and black with the chin straps burned off?
Yeah, that's it. Hey, that's it. What are you doing?
Well, what does it look like I'm doing, Billy? Boiling water.
Yeah, but...
Well, you can't expect us to pick a chicken dry, can you?
A chicken?
Braddock spotted some tracks out behind the barn. He went stalking off after them. I told him they were probably big pigeons, but he said...
Hey, Little John. Look. Watch it, Braddock. Watch it. Hold on there! Don't let it get away, boy! Boy, Braddock, I swear you're a hunter. A born hunter.
It was nothing. How's the water coming?
Boiling in a minute.
Good. Good. Look, why do you always have to cook in my helmet, Braddock?
No use burning any more chin straps than we have to. Right, Kirby?
Right, that's right. Yeah, but I...
Look, Billy, you volunteered your head to cook coffee in, right?
Coffee? Then it was eggs, now it's chickens. What if there was an air raid or something? I could get a hole knocked in my skull.
Don't you think of anybody but yourself?
That red hen's the first fresh meat this squad's seen in 2 months, boy.
And you'd begrudge us cooking her?
Well...
Look, kid, go get a knife and cut her head off.
You want me to kill her?
Well, we can't eat her alive, can we?
Yeah, I couldn't kill a chicken.
Sometimes, Billy, I don't understand you.
Off and on. Saddle up.
What gives, Sarge?
We're moving. Where to? You'll find out. I want a column facing me. Come on, hurry up. You haven't got all day. Get that fire out.
Oh, you see what I mean?
What'll I do with this chicken, Sarge?
That's your problem. All right, come on now. Settle down. This is Delaney. He's a new man. He's going to be with us. This is Gage.
Hi.
Hi. The one with the chicken is Braddock. Little John.
Hi.
Howdy.
Nelson. And Kirby.
Hi.
Kirby,
Go.
catch up Grady's rifle. Give it to him.
I was Grady's ammo carrier. I figured that...
I said give it to him. Fall back, Kirby. Nelson.
Yes, sir.
Carry Delaney's ammo. Yes, sir. Fall back in the rear, Delaney. All right, straighten out.
Hey, Sarge, where are they going?
Avalanches.
Yeah.
Knock it off. We stay. Right step. Hard.
It's a stinking situation.
Like the sergeant said, somebody's got to size up that German armor.
Not talking about that. Talking about giving that new man Grady's gun. You know what he was before we got him, don't you? He's a cook's helper. A stinking cook's helper, that's what he was. Where's he get off thinking he'd take Grady's place? Boy, people forget awful easy. They sure can forget you.
You think the sergeant's gonna forget Grady long?
He already has, if you ask me.
Nobody asked you, Kirby. Put you up here to use your eyes, not your mouth.
There's some things need saying.
I'll go ahead and give you Grady's gun.
That's one of them.
It's a long story.
Tell it.
You wouldn't like it, Kirby.
I'm not man enough, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm every bit as good as that cook helping a little rot down
If you
there.
were, you'd be watching off to the north like I told you, not standing there shooting off your mouth. He took it downstairs, send to Braddock and Little John.
Look, Sarge, I didn't mean to...
Do like I tell you.
Sergeant? Coffee?
I thought I gave orders there weren't to be any cook fires.
I kept it low just for coffee. Figured the other guys could use it, having to stay up the night and watch.
You're not in the kitchen anymore, Delaney.
Yeah, that's what the other guy said.
Delaney. Takes a while for a squad to get used to a new man. They'll come around.
Yeah, sure. We had a young fella come into our kitchen back at Fort Bragg. Hadn't been out of basic training but a week or two, and well, right off the mess sergeant put him in charge of canned goods and vegetables. Well, you know, a new man usually starts off at the bottom, cleaning stoves and fry skillets and hauling out garbage and load jobs like that. And, well, we didn't take very kind to that fella. You know, starting off right near the top. Canned goods and vegetables is just one step away from setting tables and serving officers' messes. Sure gave that guy a rough time. Well, we got to know him and where he came from, went to school, you know, things like that. Turned out he wasn't half bad after all. Wasn't his fault they gave him an important job right off.
Like I've given you.
The squad depends on a BAR man. First one they look to when they get in trouble.
And you don't think you can handle it?
I'm a cook's helper, Sergeant. One day I hope to be as good as the others. Maybe better. Till that time, I'd count it a favor if you took that gun away from me and gave it to Kirby or one of the others.
According to your records, you're qualified to handle a Browning automatic rifle.
How can I be? I've been stuck in the kitchen for 2 years.
It'll all come back to you.
Well, in the meantime...
In the meantime, you just do as I tell you. Braddock, what do you think you're doing with that chicken?
Can't eat it. You won't let us build a fire.
You know a better way to let the Germans know we're here?
What's the matter with him?
Grady Long.
on guard after Saunders and Cage.
Right. Braddock?
Yeah?
What are we watching for?
Shermans. The war, remember? Delaney?
Yeah.
You were a cook, right?
Well, just a helper.
Well, you spent some time around the stove, right?
2 years.
Well, you saw him make some of those fancy dishes like chicken cacciatore and ala king and fricassee?
Oh, I guess so.
Well, I think this bird deserves something better than a hatful of hot water. When this bird goes out, it should have, like, something fancy. Little garlic, onion powder, celery seeds, and maybe a bay leaf or two. It'd be a crying shame for this bird to get cooked plain.
Well, let me see her. No.
No? What do you mean, no?
She's 6 pounds if she's an ounce.
That's bad, huh?
Should be 3/4 the most. You'll have to stew her.
Stew her. Are you sure?
Yep.
Sorry, honey. Delaney, there's something been bothering me. I know it's none of my business, but, how old are you?
40.
40? Those draft boards are murderers. Don't they realize that this is a young man's war? Listen, if I were you,
I wasn't drafted.
You weren't.
I joined.
You joined, no kidding.
That was the only way I could get in.
You wanted in the Army? How come?
You ever hear of a town called Hanno, Wisconsin?
No.
Well, I come from there. It's 100 miles from Milwaukee, 70 from Madison, 210 from Chicago. You know something? I never got to any of those places. I never got any place till the war. I was a clerk in a grocery store. Now look at me. Been to London, on my way to Paris, maybe even Berlin.
You'd have had a better chance to get there if you would have stayed in the kitchen and not got yourself transferred to a line outfit.
I know.
Then why did you do it?
Being a cook in the Army is like being a clerk in Hannah.
It's a way to stay alive.
There's more important things than that.
Name one.
Well, going home after the war, looking back on what you did, what didn't do, living with it.
Look, I'm not much of a deep thinker, but I know one thing. Anybody that got himself into this man's war when he didn't have to is okay in my book. A little nuts, maybe, but okay. Any questions?
No. No questions.
You guys gonna talk all night?
Kirby,
Yeah.
drop dead.
Little John,
Yeah. What's the matter?
you're gonna be mad at me again.
I am? Why?
Look,
I'm looking.
the pin, it's gone.
Gone.
You see, it was loose, and I was trying to bend it so it wouldn't come out, and I dropped it, and I can't find it.
Well, don't let go of the handle.
I won't.
How many times have I told you not to fool around with grenades, Billy?
Well, I was just trying to...
You were just trying to blow your head off, not to mention the rest of us.
Well, it's gotta be here someplace. If the sergeant finds out about this, he'll really give it to me good.
Yeah, like he did the time you washed your rifle in soap and water.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, I guess you're just gonna have to sit up all night and hold that handle, Billy.
I can't do that.
Only thing you can do if you want to stay in one piece. Billy.
Hmm?
Give it here.
Oh, thanks.
Nothing doing. Hey, Delaney. Hang on to that.
Oh,
What's the matter now?
I thought I heard something.
What?
I don't know. It sounded like it. The bolt slipped. I was trying to put the magazine back.
Here, let me help you. This is a Browning automatic rifle. It's commonly known as a BAR. It's a gas-operated, air-cooled, portable machine rifle. It's fed from a magazine, capable of firing from 200 to 350 rounds per minute. Provided, of course, that the man behind it ain't a kitchen cop that don't know his trigger housing from his butt plate.
Knock it off, Kirby.
The bullet comes out the small end, Delaney. But they already told you that at Cook's and Baker's school, right?
I said...
You said you gave him Grady's rifle because he's qualified to carry it. Now, that's a lie, and you know it. Just a cook. A lousy, rotten...
I've had one to take from you, Kirby!
Sergeant! Listen. Thanks. Sergeant! Sergeant! There's somebody moving out there. They're coming in.
Hold it! Fire up the radio, Corporal.
Yes, sir.
What's coming in out there, Lieutenant? Sounds like the whole German army.
I thought it was a recon patrol, but it's not. There's at least 10 tanks deployed at the other end of town. Half-tracks, armored cars, the works.
I'll get the men ready to move out.
We're not moving. They're all around us.
We can call a fire mission, make a run for it.
We'd never make it 50 yards. We got to keep our heads down and sweat this one out.
Like you said, Lieutenant. At least we're in a position to judge their strength and direct artillery fire.
Trouble is, we're smack in the middle of our own target. How about that radio?
Checkmate King 6. This is Checkmate King 2. Over. Checkmate King 6. Checkmate King 6. This is Checkmate King 2. This is Checkmate King 2. Over. Can't raise him, Lieutenant.
Keep trying. I guess you were right, Sergeant. About to putting us between a rock and a hard place.
Things are tough all over, Lieutenant.
6. This is Checkmate King 2. Over.
Es ist dort. Aussteigt. Das ist nicht davonlaufen kann. Vorsicht. Weiter! Was glaubt ihr nie, was ihr dort macht? Schaut sie, dass sie zur Reihe. Fahrzeuge zurückkommen. Das ist doch kein Vergnügungsaufenthalt.
can see up there, they've got about 50 pieces of medium and heavy armor scattered in and around this town.
I give my right arm to call a fire mission right now, Lieutenant.
You'd give more than that if you did, Sergeant.
Ja, diese Höhe ist gerade recht. Das wird uns eine weite südliche Aussicht geben.
Herr Wuller, Leutnant.
Brockmeyer. Yes, sir. Can you make out what they're saying?
Benachrichtigen Sie sofort alle Truppenkommandanten, dass sie sich innerhalb einer Stunde hier einfinden sollen.
Herr Wuller, Leutnant.
Diese Stellung ist ausgezeichnet. Sogar sehr gut.
They're gonna set up a command post in the loft, sir. That tears it.
Well, Lieutenant?
Brockmeyer.
Yes, sir.
Get me division artillery.
Yes, sir.
Men ready to go, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
We got 3 minutes. Now, there'll be over 50 pieces of artillery, firing a traverse and searching target. They'll be coming in from every direction, planes if we're lucky. I'll head for the outskirts of town. Tell the men to follow me and stay spread out. There's a fringe of timber just outside the outskirts. Get there, we've got it made.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant.
Same to you, Lieutenant. Leave your packs. We're gonna make a run for it. Lieutenant and I will lead out. Delaney, fall in at the rear. Nelson, you stick with them. And no matter what happens, don't bunch up. Just stick on my tail. Are any questions?
Hey, Delaney. Are you all right? right? Yeah, I'm all right.
Won't be long now, Sergeant.
No, Lieutenant.
Corporal,
Yes, sir.
keep that radio fired up. I want to stay in contact with Division.
Yes, sir.
20 seconds, Lieutenant.
Delaney, you hit? No. Well, come on, we gotta get out of here. Go on, I'll follow you. Go on.
Get the VAR man up here.
Yes, sir. Where's Delaney? I saw him go down. Was he hit?
No, sir. I tried to get him up. I couldn't.
I told you, Sarge, I told you! Shut up! Delaney! Delaney!
Listen to me, Delaney. We gotta knock out that gun, or the whole squad's gonna get it. Gage, Kirby, Braddock, all of them. Are you gonna tell me you're gonna stay here with your head stuck in the ground and let that happen? Because if you are, you better get used to it. Because you're gonna spend the rest of your life with your head stuck in the ground trying to forget that you blew those men to pieces. Men who depended on you. Well, are you gonna help me blow out that gun or not? Fire! Telling me.
time to get going.
William P. Delaney. I don't even know his first name. Doesn't seem right asking a man to die without even knowing his name. I was wrong, Lieutenant.
Wrong?
I gave Delaney Grady's gun because I didn't want to lose one of the others the way I lost Grady. I thought if it was someone I didn't know, it would be easier. It's not.
We'll take the trucks as far as Lale. Join battalion there.
Yes, sir.
Who are you?
Baker, sir.
Baker?
He's a new man, Sergeant. He's taking Delaney's place.
You got a first name, Baker?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Albert. Albert Baker, sir.
Glad I know you, Albert Baker.